morning. Good morning to you. What a show this morning. First up, all you boy fans out there, yes, that'll be women in their 30s sitting there this morning.
And
remember
40s,
the way it used
and
to
late
be?
40s.
The only thing different is that they dress worse these days.
Yeah, good morning. We have the same tailor, Eamon.
Very dapper, very
It's
good.
your fault that's not.
They're back. I remember that going out in the late show.
Weren't you in the band then?
Listen, you've seen nothing if you've seen him dance. Do you think that's bad?
No.
Well, anyway, great news this morning. We're not talking to the boys. Well, we are. We're sort of like, warming them up for you. But
yeah, boys are going to be taking your questions this morning. So if there's anything you've always wanted to know. Do we mean anything? Anything? Yeah, ask them anything.
Nearly anything.
Yeah, get your questions in by midday today. Email us now at thismorning@itv.com. Anything you want to ask them.
Yes. See that tune on the Boyzone next album.
Boyzone were just humming our theme tune then. Could you do a bit of a cappella this morning? I'll start you off. Oh, fantastic.
You've never watched this before.
Do you know what?
I watch every day.
There's a #1 hit written all over that. I better introduce you now, do you think? Yeah, because back in 1993, X Factor judge Louis Walsh, he plucked them out of 300 auditionees in the hope of creating Ireland's answer to Take That. Well, little did they know, they would become one of the most successful boy bands ever. What they do, it's only words, and words are all I have to take your heart away. I had a picture of you in my mind, never knew it would be so wrong.
Gosh, David Miliband in that as well. Incredible.
It's a good looking one.
Do you know the amazing thing? You are back, you're back, the greatest hits album's coming out, you're back on the road again very, very shortly. Yeah. Why do you call it Better 09? What have you learned to do that's better?
I know, it's actually, the second single is called Better, so, which is the tie-in. Yeah.
I thought, you had, maybe
just
be a bit rusted.
better. I think we're better. We're a little better, though, aren't we?
We toured. Last tour was much better than any of the tours that we've done before. We wanted to make it big and spectacular, and we pumped a lot of money into it to make sure that the audience really enjoyed themselves.
You put more money in than the rest of us.
I did, Keith. Yeah.
Thanks for that.
You pumped a lot of effort into it, you pumped a lot of time, but you pumped a lot of iron as well, from what I gather, because you said you were all a bit worried about having to go out and do all those dance routines again, and you were down to your skimpy shorts and everything.
Yeah, we kind of came back. We had a few months, obviously, to get in shape, let's call it, but we had a goal. We had a goal to kind of reach. We knew we were going to get a little bit sexy on the tour, take the tops off, but comedy sexy to the point of where, obviously, we were in shape. Not that comedy, we were all out of shape. But
Who was the worst? Who was in worst condition?
Me,
no nonsense. You're always a fit boy.
Oh, yeah, but I was the worst. When I see the rest of them, amazing. Oh. Amazing.
He's being sarcastic.
He's waffling.
We did this little treadmill section on there, and you know, it was all for fun, very light-hearted entertainment, as Boyzone do. We like to kind of keep things fun, enjoyable. We are a pop band, we are called Boyzone, and we love what we do.
Did you consider at any stage changing the man zone? Was there ever? There must have been a serious thought. Say, look, we were there for 7 years. You did it for 7 years. You were away for 8 years, though.
Yeah.
Did you debate changing the name in any way? Bet you did.
People always will always know us as Boyzone. And people don't really read into the name too much.
It's a household name, Boyzone, you know?
It
It is what it is.
Change the man zone, people might think we're like Chippendales or something like that, you know what I mean? Or something worse, like, you know.
With the sound of that treadmill routine, it sounds like it might have been.
You say you've all changed quite a bit. What about your fans, Mikey? You know, what were they like second time round?
The great thing about being out on tour this year was that we got an opportunity to see how the fans have changed, you know. It's not predominantly the young girls as it was first time round. Now they're there with their husbands and boyfriends and their children of their own as well, you know. So it's a very varied audience that we have now. So, yeah.
And what about for you, you know, because I know you worked so incredibly hard when you started out. I mean, you were just all over the place on this schedule, which was unbelievable. Have you enjoyed it more this time round, with a bit more maturity, a bit more kind of insight into what goes on?
The first time round, it was kind of, it was over when we started to realise how lucky we were to have had the opportunity in the first place. So I think this time round, we're kind of enjoying it a lot more because you know, our feet are firmly on the ground and we're not taking anything for granted and we're just enjoying the whole thing. We're very lucky to be given a chance, you know, a second bite of the cherry, and we're loving it, we're enjoying it. To get to the level of success that we've gone in on this time, we had to do all the promotional work, the early 6 o'clock in the morning starts, late TV shows at night time, whatever, and you're tired by the time you get to an arena tour stage. This
because
time
you're getting older, you see.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
But we're going straight into an arena tour stage at this, you know, so we're not tired going in, we're fit, you know, we've been training.
Tickets on sale today.
Yeah, they go on sale today for the tour for next year.
But the last time that they went on sale for the last tour, they were sold out, and we sold 200,000 tickets in 2 hours or something.
Yeah, we sold 250,000 tickets across the tour. But yeah, in the first hour we sold 150,000, I think, which was incredible.
And that
without
was
a new record.
just our family.
Yeah, just the kids.
Well, yes, you've got big families now, lots of children, you've all got married. And what happens, how's that fit in with family life now?
I think between us we've seven kids,
Couple
4
of
wives, a husband, and a
couple of dogs.
4 dogs. I mean, yeah, it's a big entourage, like the Mother Cow Roadshow.
Well, Ruth, and coincidentally, your questions, your comments, because Ruth and I are running out of them very fast here. ITV.com/this morning.